Hey, so I wanted to do a follow up on my sertraline journey. Um, Excuse the absolute mess in the background. It's just been a bit crazy recently. Um, okay, so I am now January, February, March, April, 4 months into taking sertraline, and to be honest, I haven't really felt anything for like the past 4 months. Like, I have felt quite just flat, if that makes sense. Um, I've lost all like emotions. Like, if, like, for example, if I started to feel angry, well, if I was angry about something, I would think about it, but wouldn't get like the normal heart palpitations and like the spiraling rage that I normally get, which has been a bit weird, kind of helpful, but I feel like it's muted everything for me. Like, people beforehand that knew me knew that I was a very emotional person, and there's nothing wrong with being emotional. I think it's just um, there were certain situations that I just couldn't handle or couldn't control with I couldn't control my reactions, and if I was upset I would literally feel so ill and would really get myself like really very stressed. I wouldn't be able to sleep. I would feel really horrible. So it also like I haven't seen any other videos that say this, but it completely killed my sex drive. I literally didn't want or feel the need to have any human connection, like intimate connection to anyone. Like, I was just, well, I am just like muted to it. It's weird. And I feel like now that it's like 4 months in, maybe it's not the right one for me. So I was a bit of an idiot, and I think it was 2 weeks ago now. I was like, do you know what? I feel better, so I am just gonna go cold turkey. And that was the worst effing idea I have ever had. Like, as everyone does, like, when I started taking sertraline, I googled what happens when you take sertraline, side effects. I went onto YouTube and watched loads of videos of people's different experience so I could like prep myself. But I was kind of like, I'm strong and I'm in such a better place. I've made loads of like different life decisions. I'm just gonna go cold turkey, even though people were saying, don't do it, lower your dosage, gradually wean yourself off. I was like, no, strong enough, can totally go for it. And for the first like 3 days of being cold turkey off it, like the only real side effects that I had was just feeling really hot, sweating a lot, and then like starting to have feelings. Like, I'm the kind of person that would watch a video of, I don't know, like I remember watching this video of a service woman that got dressed up in this costume and went into her son's school and surprised him, and I burst into tears, and I felt so happy that I felt like some sort of emotion again and I wasn't a robot. It was the best feeling ever. But then I think it was on the fourth or the fifth day, I started getting quite stressed, just work related stuff, nothing like ridiculous, but I just was felt completely overwhelmed, and I just kept on crying, and I was like, I don't know why I'm crying. Like, I can't deal with this feeling right now. Oops, sorry. I can't deal with this feeling right now. And then like it quickly spiraled, and I felt completely suicidal. Like, I was waiting for the train, and in my head I was just saying, just walk in front of the train. You don't have to deal with it anymore. And like, but I don't. Thing is, I don't think I feel like that. So I got picked up from the train station, and I just was sobbing uncontrollably. My boyfriend was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I was just like, "I don't know." He's like, "Why are you so sad?" I was like, "I don't know. Like, I literally can't control what I'm feeling right now." So I had a talk with a doctor, which, to be honest, wasn't great because the two doctors that I've been dealing with like know my history, but this I couldn't get a doctor's appointment. Surprise, surprise. Mental health isn't a emergency issue apparently. So I had a telephone consultation with a doctor that's never spoken to me before. I spoke to her. She literally wanted to get me off the phone as soon as possible, and I spoke to her and I was like, I want to start coming off them because I feel like I'm in a better place. And she's like, literally like, okay, I'll send you some tablets. Sorry, I'll do a prescription for like 2 weeks worth of tablets, and then, take one, have a rest day, take one, have a rest day. Thanks, bye. And I was just kind of like, this is my mental health. Like, I understand that there's so, like, I'm not ungrateful for the NHS, but like, I just feel that when it comes to mental health, I have to really, really fight or like cry down the phone to the receptionist, which I have done about 3 times in order to see someone when I was having an absolute mental breakdown. Like, it shouldn't take that. What happens if one day someone picks up their phone and says, "Hey, I feel really mentally unwell," and the person's like, the receptionist is like, "Oh, well, we'll get someone to call you." That could be too late. And that makes me really angry. Sorry, I went off on a tangent then. But yeah, so now back on I'm on 25 milligrams of sertraline now, and I will be going back to the doctors and speaking to them about some forms of like counselling, because I know that last time I went, they suggested that I could do CBT counselling, but the waiting list is like 6-7 months, I think. But do you know what? Like, if I do it, then at least it's one step closer to becoming like feeling better. Just wanted to say, really appreciate the comments that were left on the last post, and I hope this one's okay, and I hope you're all being strong and take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye.